Hey folks, this is Zach Hubeck with Wave. I'm in Northern California today, bringing you a story of connectivity. For most urban areas, internet connectivity is just like a fourth utility, like water, gas, and electrical, something we take for granted every single day. But in most of our tribal communities, internet access isn't even available. Wave is passionate about bridging the digital divide and bringing digital equity to our tribal nations. And that's why we've partnered with Tarana Wireless and Enertribe to bring that vision to life every day. Hey guys, I'm here with Carl Guardino, Vice President of Government Affairs and Policies with Tarana. Carl, how are you, sir?
Great. Thank you, Zach.
Awesome. Thanks for your time today.
It's a pleasure.
Well, Carl, we're talking about the Round Valley Indian tribes today and how Tarana Wireless technology was leveraged through Enertribe to connect that community. What is Tarana doing to serve these tribal communities and help them out?
It is such an important partnership. When you look at the Golden State, fourth largest economy in the world, 39 million people, you have to realize that we have 129 federally recognized tribal nations.
Wow.
And overwhelmingly, they're in rural portions of California, such as the Round Valley tribes. And they overwhelmingly are not as financially blessed as you and I.
Sure.
And so it's all the more important that they have access to affordable, reliable, high-speed home broadband. And that's where we come in with groundbreaking technologies that, because it's fixed wireless, never have to break the ground. So it can be done for a tenth of the cost of fiber in a tenth of the time with the same high speeds that people depend upon.
Hey guys, I'm here with George Helmuth, Head of North American Sales for Tarana. George, how are you today?
Very good.
George, talk to me a little bit about how Tarana is dedicated to the tribal communities you guys serve.
Yeah, the tribal community is core to what we're focused on. It really, if you want to see something that gets people Tarana excited, it's the idea of being able to bring really high speeds to people that haven't had it in the past.
So George, talk to me a little bit about your guys' relationship with Enertribe.
Yeah.
Forrest and his team. What do you guys love about that relationship?
It is a superb relationship to have somebody who has got so much knowledge and so much experience about what the tribal communities really need, the best way to deliver it, the way to deliver it in a way that isn't just leveraging the technology and getting them access to technology, but also doing it in a way that creates jobs, that ensures that it's delivered appropriately and in a cost-effective manner. Very, very valuable to have a partner like Enertribe that can really show us the way.
Hey folks, I'm here with Forrest James, CEO of Enertribe. Forrest, how are you today?
Very good. Thank you for having me, Zach. I
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. So Forrest, first, why don't we tell the folks at home, what does Enertribe do?
Sure. So Enertribe is a Native American and woman-owned infrastructure firm. So we help plan, fund, permit, and engineer broadband infrastructure projects.
Very cool. And we're here at Tarana's headquarters today in Milpitas. Why don't we talk about the Round Valley project that you recently did? Tell us about how that project came about.
Sure. So the community of Covelo is made up of the Round Valley Indian tribes. They are 7 different tribes. In this case, the state agency brought us in to help the tribe solve their reliable connectivity issues.
Awesome. Now, let's talk about those issues a little bit. What were some of the challenges they were having from connectivity, and how did you guys solve that?
Some of the issues that are faced without an equitable broadband, reliable broadband access are a lack in distance learning and remote medical consultation. I think the pandemic really brought that to the forefront for many indigenous communities, that without that connectivity, there was a significant decrease in the amount of people that could work from home.
Sure.
That could start their own business. And then your basic things, just e-commerce.
So Forrest, talk to me a little bit about your relationship with Tarana Wireless and what you love about it.
Yeah, so Tarana Wireless and Enertribe is really a good marriage of culture and technology. So for us, we're consistently faced with the challenges that indigenous communities throughout the country face when it comes to a deficit in broadband. More often than not, tribal communities are left out. But with Tarana Wireless, they're taking a personal interest in indigenous communities by working with a company like ours and us working with a technology like theirs, really building a product that meets the needs of not just today's generation, but tomorrow's as well.
So there you have it, folks. What an amazing day of interviews at Tarana's headquarters with a great group of people working together to connect this community. Now let's head up north to Covelo and see how these tribal council members are using this technology today to connect their community members. See you there. All right, folks, I've made it about 4 hours north of Milpitas. I'm here in Covelo, California with the Round Valley Indian tribes. We're here at a tower site where we're putting up a Tarana-based node, and Enertribe is working alongside members of the community to train them and to teach them to be self-sufficient after this project is over. Not only are we going to interview with Gilbert, their VP of construction, but I also get to meet with tribal members today and members of the community to see how they're using this technology. Let's do this. Hey folks, I'm here with Gilbert Martinez, Enertribe's Vice President of Construction. We're here on site in Covelo, California. Tell us about the project we're working on today.
Well, Enertribe has been installing wireless gear on native reservations for over 15 years, and we've used different frequencies in the past. But here in Covelo, we're able to use the Tarana 5 gigahertz next generation equipment.
Yep.
And we're seeing some high performance and near line of sight application, which is really critical for us because we work with a lot of trees and hills and other obstructions in the region.
Wow, very cool. Tell us a little bit about how the speeds Tarana is able to achieve to a lot of the residential areas here.
Yeah, certainly. So historically, we've had to work with different frequencies just to achieve a connection. Oftentimes, we have to use 900 megahertz.
Yep.
Whereas it works really well with trees, you don't get the bandwidth or throughput that you would need for more data. Tarana has come out with a piece of equipment using a 5 gigahertz spectrum to actually be able to mitigate some of that line of sight and near line of sight challenges, which has been pretty impressive out here on tribal country.
Hey folks, I'm here with Louis Whipple, President of the Round Valley Indian Tribes. Louis, how are you today?
Good, sir. How are you, Zach?
I'm great. Thank you so much for your time. So, Louis, why don't you give me a history of the community and the Round Valley Indian Tribes?
Okay, so the Round Valley Indian Tribes is a very unique sense of pride within our community. We're all one big family. We all know each other. We all grew up together, and we all love each other.
Awesome. Louis, talk to me a little bit about some of the connectivity and broadband issues you guys were having before you started this project with Enertribe.
Well, basically, we never had any connectivity, you know.
Okay.
So, it was very hard. We had several shots at trying to get connectivity in the past. It was very unsuccessful, very unreliable. We had a contractor before we met with Enertribe that was very, I guess, unreliable and connectivity was very sparse, but since our partnership with Enertribe is getting a lot better and it's getting there to the 21st century connected with broadband and our Wi-Fi.
Very good. I'm here with James Russ, Tribal Business Administrator for the Round Valley Indian Tribes. James, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Wonderful. So James, first question for you. Tell us about the history of Round Valley Indian Tribes and the community around us.
So you may or may not know this, but Round Valley Indian Tribes is one of the oldest and largest reservations in California. And so we've been around since our non-cult farm was designated in 1854. And then the Round Valley Indian Reservation was designated in 1873 by executive order. So we're one of the oldest, largest tribes, not only population-based, but land-based as well. Before, we were just dependent upon private companies that come in, whether they were microwave-based or satellite-based. We were just pretty much at their disposal if we wanted to apply for them. And their line speed wasn't great at all. So the product that we're working on is, it's just going to blow them out of the water.
Excellent.
But that's what we need too. We need the connectivity. And then we need also that it's reliable, as even though some of these other companies have been here, the speed's been really slow and they go in and out constantly.
I'm here with Michelle Downey, Round Valley Indian Tribes, tribal member and tribal council member. Michelle, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. Forrest James and his team at Enertribe have partnered with you guys to bring this connectivity to the community. How important is it to have a great partner like Enertribe working with you?
They've brought us up from a really, really dark time in our tribe's situation with the internet during COVID times. COVID hit our community and our kids were not able to go to classes. Our kids were falling behind in education. Our health facility is so remote. We had no providers that were coming here to see our community. We actually had no connection with the outer world, actually, before Enertribe came here. We thought we were going to get an internet connection set up for our people. We gave up a lot of money for our internet towers to be set up for our people. Unfortunately, the people that started this project ran away with some of that money. And so it put a lot of mistrust in our community.
Sure.
So when Enertribe stepped up, we felt like we were being saved as a tribal community from another tribal community, and there was trust there.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry you experienced that situation. I'm glad you're with the right partner now.
Yes, and I am too.
Beautiful. So there you have it, folks. What an amazing day. It has been my privilege bringing the story of Round Valley Indian tribes to your home. I want to say thank you so much to Tarana Wireless and Enertribe for remaining vigilant and connecting our tribal communities to the internet. And man, we've got a lot more work to do. I want to say thank you so much to the Round Valley Indian tribes. This is a beautiful community, a beautiful story, and I'm so happy that they're now connected to the internet, leveraging Enertribe and Tarana Wireless's help. I can't wait to do another video. We'll see you guys next time.